Hello, our little spooks.
I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Lexi. Welcome to the Guarded by Demons podcast, where we talk about all things horror.
I hope you packed your bags and packed your sunscreen, because during June and July, we'll be discussing summer horror camp movies. But today, we are discussing queer horror because it's Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, you little gay spooks.
We also have a guest.
Hi, my name is Loki. I've actually been friends with Kimmy since high school.
Hell
Jazz
yeah.
hands. We both met in theater, if that tells you
Definite
anything.
jazz.
Oh, you're theater buddies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're theater buddies. We met in theater, and of course we met in theater.
Why not? That's where all the good gays meet.
Yeah. Good gays.
Yeah, of course.
GG's.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, today we are discussing queer horror, but specifically we are going to go over our childhood crushes that were in horror or horror adjacent. Things that we watched as kids and teens growing up. And we're going to be discussing characters who, kind of inspired us, but also,
Continue to inspire us, honestly.
yeah, who still continue to inspire us to this day. We will also be talking about, some creators. We don't know a lot.
We're winging
Admittedly.
this, guys. We are winging this episode.
Of course we are. We don't know a lot, admittedly, about creators, but we just really put together the minimum of what we know.
Yeah.
We also had a survey out, and I had questions that we are all going to answer. All three of us are going to answer.
Yeah.
But we're also, me and Lexi are going to be reading some of you guys' responses.
Yeah, so that was fun. I liked this survey. It was very nice of your cousin to put together for it.
Yeah, my cousin, Lalo, he put this together for us real quick.
Really quick.
Yeah.
Within a day.
All right. Okay, so who wants to start with their crushes?
Loki, as our guest, do you want to start?
So you said horror adjacent, which means yes, this counts. You guys remember
Yes.
watching Halloween Town? Yes, on Disney.
Yes.
Okay, so I remember Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge. Where
Yeah.
I'm guessing it was his son, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
his son.
Yeah, I think I remember, that was my first real crush, which is funny because I looked at images now, I'm just like, not cute. But I was a kid, what do you want me to say? But there was that one scene in, which explains a lot now, in that movie,
God.
where there's vines coming out of him, and they, wrap around Marnie, and then I look back, and I'm like, oh, I've connected the dots.
We might get mildly NSFW, but it's fine.
Honestly, we can get as NSFW as you guys want.
Yeah. Cause,
Yeah,
this is-
that. My mind's like, yeah, that it all makes sense now, I guess.
God, that's a mood. I love that for you, though.
Oh
God, I
my
haven't seen
god.
Halloween Town in fucking years, dude.
Oh, that's definitely one of the things we could watch for kid horror.
Oh my god, I would love that. I would love that so much. There's a few things we're definitely gonna watch for kid
Just
horror.
go over the fact that they switch actresses towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hated that.
I was like, suddenly Marnie is Aquamarine. Okay.
I'm like, please, you cannot tell me that is not Kimberly J. Brown.
She had a weird growth spurt. What the hell happened? Where's my glow up like that? The fuck?
That's a mood.
Damn.
Fuck. And then you have the classic, which is Sigourney Weaver in Aliens.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's fucking badass woman. As a kid, you're like, interesting. And then you get into why it's so funny and why I name myself certified monster fucker on Steam and stuff when I play games sometimes, which is the Predator from Alien versus Predators.
I get that.
Yeah. I don't know why. I really don't know.
I don't know.
What's that mouth do?
Yeah, me and Diana always talk about that too.
And I swear to God, to this day, sometimes if I'll think about it, I would be like, all right, I'm gonna go online and see if there's fan fiction, because which is unfortunately not a lot, and it's
I'll
stuff.
write it for you.
Yeah, and every time I go back, it's stuff I've already read.
Oh man, that's fine. It's me with Prince Sidon from Breath of the
Oh
Wild.
my god, that was of me like the last month.
Oh my god! Listen, he's so sweet though.
And I was like,
He's so
I
encouraging.
wonder if people still are writing, and I'll check.
I just recently saw NSFW of him and Link on Twitter, like yesterday.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I'm pretty sure people are still cranking those out.
God,
It's amazing.
it's amazing. Oh
And
god.
every single man, an MB man, like the vampires from the Lost Boys.
Oh, I've never seen The Lost Boys.
I fucking love the Lost Boys so much.
I haven't either, and I already told Loki that this is going to be an episode that we're going to do for Vampire Month, and they have agreed to be on it too. So.
Yes. Oh my god.
Ooh,
I love.
fun.
I love Lost Boys so much. Like that's. I don't know. It's just one of the movies like I will always watch. Like no matter what time. If someone's like, "Hey, you want to watch The Lost Boys?" I'll be like, "Fucking say less." I could have watched it like an hour ago, and they're like, "You want to watch it again?" I'd be like, "Yes."
Do you? Who else? If you have anybody else.
Elvira.
Oh, valid.
Yes.
Valid
of
as
course.
fuck.
Oh,
God.
fucking love her so much. I just always loved her personality. Growing up, especially like the whole movie Elvira Misses to the Dark. It's definitely a movie I always kind of rewatch too, just because I think it's funny. Like just the way their comedy is. Like the one line is like, "Oh, how's your head?" She's like, after she got hit on the head, but she's like, "Oh, it's good. I haven't had any complaints so far."
Oh my god.
Like that's just
my God.
so fucking funny to me.
That means blushing over here. Jesus. Oh,
And
fuck.
she came out recently too, like
Yeah,
a couple months ago, like sort of the beginning of the year.
yeah, she did.
Yeah. I love that for her. Well, she's been in a relationship for what, 15 years? Is that what she said?
I think so.
For a long time, yeah, they kept
Yeah.
it secret.
Damn, that's impressive. That is
Yeah.
really impressive, honestly.
I think the final that I have on my list is Stu, from Scream. I mean,
Classic.
yeah, in general, I just love Matthew Lillard. Like I
Yeah,
even had a
same.
huge crush on him, like as Shaggy.
He's
So-
great.
It's just something about Matthew Lillard.
I mean, Matthew Lillard now can still get it.
He
Yes.
can, though. I want to stay in the Mystery Machine B&B.
Airbnb.
Yes, I really want to stay. One of the people I follow on TikTok actually stayed in it
Nice.
last night. And she had a really good time. It's got like an old TV in it, and it has like the VHS attachment to it and everything. It looks really cozy.
That's cute.
I love it.
Do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure, I'll go next. Alright, so, I don't have these in any kind of chronological order at all.
It doesn't have to be in order of anything,
Well,
honestly.
mine
so-
were never in order.
Yeah.
So, first one I have on my list, I have like a few crushes and then just possible gay peeps in here in general. So, the first person on my list who I currently have a crush on is Robin in Stranger Things.
Oh, mhm.
Love her.
Love her.
Love her vibe. She's adorable. She's great. I love the way she's acting around Nancy this season. She's like literally us around any girl. We're
Yeah.
like, fuck. She's so pretty. So sweet. And she's very witty and quick on her feet. Like with Steve at least. They go back and forth and I love their friendship chemistry is fucking great. And I really hope she gets to kiss Vicky at the end of the season. God. Please. And next, for me, OG crush for me is Thorn from the Hex Girls and Scooby-Doo.
Oh yes.
Hell yeah.
God, I fucking love her. Big ass crush on her. Ever since I was real little and didn't know what the fuck a crush was or what gay was.
You're just like, this person, I just like him a lot.
Yeah.
She's real pretty. I like her a lot. Subtle heart eyes. Like, she's a witch too. I love that for her. I love her. This is an oldie but a goodie. Tim Curry as Dr. Frankenfurter in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh my god. How could I forget?
I love Rocky Horror Picture Show. Me and Kimberly were actually talking recently. We have a theater here called Grandin Theater. And every Halloween at like 11 o'clock at night, they show the Rocky Horror Picture Show for free.
Ooh,
And
nice.
we want to do that this year.
Yeah. Well, I
want to
mean,
do that.
if they are allowing that this year, we're thinking about going like on a Friday.
Yeah, or Saturday, whichever
Yeah.
one works. Probably gonna bring a friend of ours as well. And finally, for my crushes, I have Crystal from Scooby-Doo, Alien Invaders.
Yeah.
The hippie chick, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
I loved her so much. I felt so bad for Shaggy and Scooby at the end of that fucking movie.
I know. Oh my god, yeah.
They deserve the best, and it's not
Amazing.
fair. Oh, it's not fair.
Dude, I cried at the end of that movie.
God, I haven't watched that movie in years because I haven't had a VHS player in years. But like, I have that. I have the double feature of Alien Invaders and Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island on my Amazon Wish for DVD.
We can rent it and watch it.
Oh
Honestly.
God, I would love that. I would cry with you because holy shit, dude, it's just so sad. But a couple other characters I don't necessarily have crushes on them, but like one that definitely stands out. I know for you, whoops, I dropped the pen. For you in particular, Kimberly, is Jennifer from Jennifer's Body.
Yeah.
Megan Fox. Classic.
God.
A bisexual queen.
It is. I fucking love her.
She is gorgeous and she's strong. That is also like, for me personally, that was the first time I ever experienced two women kissing each other. I was like 9 years old when it came out. I was like, what in the world?
Yeah.
What? Ooh. My face was getting fucking warm. I was like, what in the world?
And Loki, didn't you just like recently watch Jennifer's Body?
Yeah, and I remember I hosted it in sort of my Discord. So I watched it with Sarah, and that was also Sarah's first time watching it. And it's so funny now because sometimes like if she says that, sometimes if she accidentally hits herself like in the chest, she'll go, ah, my tit. Just like the movie.
God damn it.
And it's so funny because she did that recently, like in public when we were at a Renaissance fair. And the guys in the group kind of looked at us weird, and she's like, "It's from a movie."
I love that. That's funny.
I can't remember the Etsy shop, but there's an Etsy shop that sells the BFF necklaces that that they wear. So I thought that was like really cute. I need to look that up. I'll send it to you.
I do feel bad for Amanda Seyfried in that movie because I don't think she was very comfortable with that.
So I researched that, and she said at first she wasn't comfortable with it, but later on, like she did like an interview like last year saying that she really loved the movie and didn't understand why no one really liked it at first. That
it's a cult classic.
Yeah, like she thinks it's a piece of art now.
Good.
And she loves it.
I'm glad. I'm so happy for her for that. That's awesome. And this is just like a speculation. It's heavily hinted at, and for him possibly being gay, is Will from Stranger Things.
Oh god, all those kids are so adorable. Like I want to take care of them. I'll be the babysitter.
Be a babysitter.
Honestly,
Steve.
same. Oh my god.
Move over, Steve. I'm the new babysitter now.
Steve finally gets a fucking day off.
He gets a break.
He gets a break.
But as we've seen between him, Dustin, and Eddie, Steve gets jealous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Also, I would die for Eddie. He gives heavy bisexual.
Oh, he does.
I would also die for that man.
Let my bands graduate, please. God.
Oh my god, it's a big mood though.
I don't think he's gonna graduate, so it's gonna have to be 87 instead of 86. Sucks. And that's all I've got for crushes and possible gay characters.
Alright. So here's my list. And my list did consist of Jennifer and Needy from Jennifer's Body.
Nice.
They were like the first ones that I put down.
Also, I accidentally called you out, huh?
Yeah.
Whoops.
So then I have George or Georgia from Dead Like Me. I had like the hugest crush on Ellen Muth when I was younger.
Cool.
I have Carrie from
Carrie?
from the original.
Oh god, I want to give her a hug so badly. I feel so bad for her.
Like I related to her when I got older. We can get into this like way later too. But I always thought that she was like so pretty and so cute. I really always wanted to like run my fingers through her hair.
That's really soft.
Yeah, her hair looks really soft. You're right.
It's
does.
like feather light, kind of silky.
Mm-hmm. I had a huge crush on the character Chuck. Charlotte, but who goes by Chuck as a nickname, from Pushing Daisies. I thought she was like the cutest girl ever. Could not get over it.
It's alright. I kicked the table by accident. I did not mean
Oh,
that.
you were fine. I didn't even notice that. And then I have Marnie from Halloween Town.
Amazing you do.
Because I thought she was like really adorable, and the fact that she was a witch was like, what the fuck? Okay, like I want to do that. I want to be that. Like I want to be with her.
Quick thing about Halloween.
I want to live in Halloween Town.
Yeah, same.
Halloween Town seems like fun, but like, is it just me or does Marnie's mom kind of look like what's her name? Jessica Chastain from It, Chapter 2. She kind of looks like her to me. Like a little bit, just a little bit.
Like there's a resemblance.
There's a resemblance.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the cheekbones for me.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Sorry, that was just like a quick little side note because that just popped in my head. I was like, wait a minute, that kind of looks similar. Why?
Oh no, you
Oh,
were
you're not wrong.
fine. I also have Luna from the Hex Girls.
There you go. Yeah. Which one was she? The girl who played keyboard?
Yeah, she was the one with brown skin and red hair.
I thought
She
it
was
purple.
yeah.
Wasn't it?
No, it was
purple?
red hair. She wears purple.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute, dude.
It has been a hot minute. I thought she was like the cutest one ever. Also, like just being a little brown girl in general,
I
like
know.
seeing that growing up was just like,
representation.
And I for my last one, I also have Sydney Prescott from Scream.
There you go. Very nice. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a very good one.
A lot of these are also. Oh no! I have like one more, and that is. It's not a woman. It's Ned from Pushing Daisies,
Aw.
but it's mostly because like, I really, really, really.
One of the few men that you go bisexual for, huh?
Kind of. I think it's just I want to be best friends with Ned, but it's also I want to be best friends with Lee Pace.
Okay, that's fair. So it's like a friend crush.
Yeah, it's like a friend crush.
I understand that.
But I love his character in Pushing Daisies, and I will talk more about Pushing Daisies a little later on, because that show related to me a lot.
I know that show is
with,
gonna hurt your feelings a lot. Just seeing like previews for it. I've never watched it, but I know it'll hurt my feelings.
Oh, Pushing Daisies?
Yes.
Probably.
God.
I mean, it's not sad at all. It's like a very cute series. It's super duper cute.
You say that, but every cute series has its moments. You
It
have to
does.
admit.
It does, but
Like-
it's super cute. The last episode is so rushed, though.
I don't doubt it. That's usually what happens. No?
Yeah, it was really
Sometimes.
rushed because they canceled it after the second
Right.
season.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I was like, it's because they canceled, yeah. And that's
Yeah,
what
they
was
canceled it for the second season. They had a rush because Brian Fuller really wanted like an ending for this show.
happening.
Aw, sad.
So the last episode is super rushed, and
Right.
it has an ending, but not many people like it because of how it's
It's
rushed.
rushed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sad. I hate that. Oh, I just thought of another. I'm sorry, it's
No,
definitely
you're fine.
I
You're
just
fine.
thought
You're
of
fine.
another crush, which is horror, but Carl from The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
loved Carl from The Walking Dead. I don't watch The Walking Dead anymore.
To this day, I think Chelsea had my sister. I think Chelsea had a crush on Carl when we were watching the show at first.
Admittedly, he was a very annoying little shit in the beginning.
It's a kid.
like-
Yeah.
He was a kid, that's true. But he does, like, take a turn. Like, especially in the third season after his mom dies. And I think he really grows up quite a bit. Not in the way a kid should, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
Considering.
But,
considering they're in like a zombie apocalypse.
but yeah. But he's a really cool guy. I like him. I hate that they killed him the way they did.
Yeah.
It's not fair. The fuck, AMC? What is this bullshit? But yeah, I don't watch The Walking Dead anymore for multiple reasons, but that's one of them. The way they killed Carl. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. My sister still kept watching it, and she still watches it to this day. She just like keeps me up to date with everything, but she does not like it.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure.
She forces herself to watch?
Yeah,
God, that's a mood.
because like if I'm gonna, she's like if I'm gonna watch it, then I'm gonna like see it till the end.
Yeah.
And it's ended now, but like And the last episode I watched was when Angelina left. Rick, when he left.
I stopped like before Terminus started.
Terminus was fucked up.
The last thing I ever remember was when Glenn died.
Oh my god.
And that's
so
it.
Sad. And now they're trying to redeem Negan. I know it's been like 8 years, but I'm like, what are you doing? I get it. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is pretty, but like, stop. This man is fucking crazy.
Alright, so we're gonna talk about some queer creators in the horror genre. Loki, do you have any that you want to talk about?
Let me go into my link that I had saved. Of course, we do have the classic, which to this day, I always get squeamish watching these movies. Is Clive Barker, known for the Hellraiser movies.
Ooh.
But
Very
it's
nice.
so funny. But I have a weird thing with body horror. Although I do like Hellraiser movies, I still to this day get so fucking squeamish. Like, and even like with Dead by Daylight, which is a game I play, they had the Hellraiser DLC. And even just looking at this, looking at like the game model of Pinhead and another Cenobite, like I'm like, ugh, I can't stand it for too long.
That.
Pins and shit. No, thank you.
Yeah.
It is also good to note that Clive Barker is gay.
Nice.
He is an out gay man.
Get it. I love it when people are gay. It makes me real happy.
And the only other man I have more of a like classic horror monsters, which was like the monsters from like the 1930s. James Whale, the man who made Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, and Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh.
He was very openly gay. And he, from what I had researched, he did include a lot of subtext of it in his films.
Oh.
Okay, I can see that
like
though.
that. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Is that all you have?
I mean, there's a whole list here, but I want to hear what you guys have.
Oh my god, okay. Do you have anything?
I have nothing because I can't find anything. I'm so mad at myself.
Okay, so I have like I also put Clive Barker for the Hellraiser franchise. But I also put Don Mancini because he is an out gay man and he created Child's Play and the Chucky series. And
I'm very new to the horror thing.
yes.
I'm still getting used to everything. So like I didn't have a whole lot of it.
So pretty much Lexi is like the horror virgin in our situation.
I mean, she
But
survives.
I'm more than willing to watch them because I'm excited and I like special effects. They're cool.
Yeah. I also have Brian Fuller, who is an out gay man. He was the creator of Hannibal, Pushing Daisies, and Dead Like Me. We also have Kevin Williamson, who is an out gay man. He was the writer of Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Cursed. He also has an uncredited writing in Halloween H2O.
Oh, God, H2O.
I
Which is
know,
funny
right?
that people read it like that when it's supposed to be Halloween 20.
Jeez.
It's just Halloween 20.
Hi, Jaeger.
Yeah, which is actually what it is, Halloween 20.
Yeah.
Which I was like, alright, I guess.
I also have the Halloweenies podcast.
Hey.
I think it's
Shout out.
shout out to the Halloweenies podcast. You guys are great. Listen to you like daily.
Who followed us on Twitter and we both freaked out. Even
Oh,
though I
yeah.
don't listen to them, I need to.
I cried. Like the whole circle of like hosts followed us on Twitter, and I was like, oh my god.
Wait, all of them did?
Yeah, all of them did.
Oh my god!
So I believe either one of them or two of them are pansexual.
Represent!
And also another shout out to another podcast, the Horror Queers. They are Joe Lipset and Trace Thurman. They are both gay men, and they are both married, not to each other, but they are married.
Just to make clear.
They are married. They also write articles for Bloody Disgusting, and they write two queer articles each month.
Oh, yay. That's fun. I like that.
So plug for them.
Free plug.
Free plug for them.
Collab with us, please.
If you guys want to go in depth with any of these creators, we can do that right now too. To talk about what they have created in general.
Down. Are you down, Loki?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think we can talk about like Don Mancini with Child's Play and Chucky.
Oh yeah, this man created a thing I was scared of when I was a fucking kid.
That is a mood.
I just remember being so fucking terrified. Anytime Child's Play was on TV, and I remember this like specifically, like one time it was on in my aunt's house, I would not fucking step room into the living room. I saw Chucky and I was like, you know what? I will chill in the kitchen for the rest of the day. I did not want to be in that room when the movie was playing.
That is a mood.
I have a fun story of the first time I watched Child's Play. So my mom and dad took my sister and my little brother at the time, Matthew, he was like a baby. They had to go to like the store. I think they went to CVS or something. But I don't know where they went. But it took a long ass time. So I was left alone. And I was just like, okay, I was like in middle school at this point. But I was still like really scared of the idea of Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, okay, what if I just watch it right now? What if
by myself?
Like what if I just watch it right now by myself? It's not gonna do anything.
What's the worst that can happen?
I watched it and I completely forgot that I had like Barbie dolls on top of like the TV in the living room where I was watching it, and I had like one of my dolls sitting on the couch with me while I was watching it.
You look at your doll like, you? Are you?
Yeah. The whole entire time I kept side-eyeing my doll. Also, don't fucking judge me. I was like in 7th grade. I still had this shit.
How to scar yourself in 3 steps or less.
It's how I cope with daily life. I had dolls, so.
Man, I never had Barbie dolls or baby dolls. Dolls in general just freak me out, even to this day. I'm just like, ugh, no thank you.
I hate porcelain dolls.
Yes!
And my grandma
Porcelain
would
dolls.
gift me porcelain dolls.
Dude, oh my god,
there's one in my closet.
Oh no!
It's somewhere in there.
Wait. Okay, wait. Is the Chucky still in the little shed that you have?
Oh, it's back there? Yeah, so every once in a while, yeah, because there's, okay. Let's start from the beginning. My dad, one day, I guess he was driving somewhere when he was coming back home from work. He sees this doll on the side of the road, and it's a Chucky doll.
Oh my
and he
God.
decides, I'll grab it. And he did. And I remember, I think I came home late from work, because it's back when I used to work retail. So I would get off, like at 12:30, be home around 1. Yeah, 1, because traffic, there is no traffic. And my dad has a work truck, he works construction, right? And he has like those bars that people put on the truck so you could tie down like PVC pipes or any wood that you have. And he decided to tie Chucky to the back of one of those little things. So obviously it's late at night. I'm tired as fuck. I'm getting home from work. It's dark, and I open the gate and I come in and I walk through the side of the house. So I'm walking in the driveway and I'm looking at my phone and I look up and suddenly I see Chucky, and it takes everything in my fucking body, my will, not to scream so loud.
Oh my God.
He did become sometimes decoration outside in the front porch because we have a bench out there for Halloween. But as of late, he's been in the tool shed out in the back. So every once in a while, if I have to go get something from back there, I literally open the door and I go, "Hi, Chucky," and I like look for whatever I need to look for.
Oh my God. It's
I remember every time I went over, I would be like, "Hey, can I see Chucky?" Fucking cat. I always lost it every time I saw him up there.
I know, Jesus Christ.
I think the only dolls that never scared me, and I don't think they were porcelain per se, but like they were kind of like the dolls that like stand up and they are made of a hard plastic at least.
Yeah.
The only dolls that I was not afraid of were Native American dolls at my Aunt Spring's house. They were beautiful. I thought they were so pretty. Loved them.
I'm sorry for when I get my stuff, because there's just gonna be like a life-size doll of like Sam. And I have like a Living Dead doll
Sam's
set.
fine. Sam is fine. Sam is okay. Sam is okay. But if it's like just like a normal quote unquote doll that you have, please keep it away from me.
No, I don't have any of those.
Okay,
None of my
thank
dolls
God.
are normal.
Oh my God, have you guys ever seen that video of a girl who got a quince doll
Oh,
And she's talking
where
about
the
how
head turns?
ugly it is, and it turns and looks at her, and she fucking hates that shit. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Oh, what a classic
God.
video.
I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. I would burn the house down with the doll in it.
Okay, but like dolls aside,
We
let's
do a
get
whole
back.
episode on dolls, honestly.
We can do a whole episode on dolls. But dolls aside, let's talk about the main doll, Chucky. So it is in what, like Bride of Chucky, right? Where him and Tiff actually have a child? Or is it like
Seed of Chucky?
Seed of Chucky is where like
yeah.
it's actually there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Seed of Chucky. And the reason why we're gonna talk about his kid is because his kid is gender fluid.
Yes.
Which honestly, goals. I wish that were me.
Goes by Glenn
And
or
Glenda.
Glenda, which I think is awesome.
It is very cute. I loved this since the first time I saw that movie. But I didn't understand it at first. But I had a gravitation towards it because I really liked it. Now I know why. And then in the Chucky series, the main protagonist is gay.
Oh, yes. Love to see it.
And it's so cute. I really love that, like, it's just this kid crushing on his friend. And
That's always
it's
cute.
always it's so cute. I thought it was cute when they finally like kissed
Aww.
in one of the episodes.
That's cute, bro. Hey, yo, that shit gay
'Cause,
as
like-
fuck.
Because it didn't feel forced or anything. It felt like really fluid.
Aw, that's cute.
And I love that so much. So we have Brian Fuller. And Brian Fuller is the creator of Hannibal. And holy
Oh my God.
shit, this fan base.
That
To this
shit had
day.
such a chokehold on Tumblr back in the day.
God, it did. I fucking remember that.
Jesus, it has a chokehold on like 2 of my friends currently.
Still has a chokehold on fucking Twitter because Brian Fuller is always tweeting about it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I follow him on Twitter.
Oh my god.
I think he calls the fans like fanables, and he always
Yeah.
like tweets stuff out to them and stuff like that. Recently, he's been tweeting a lot about Hannibal lately. Again.
Oh boy. Set the fires blaze. Here we go. Just fan the flame.
But yeah, Brian Fuller has always been. He said that he's always wanted to have shows that not only have like, you know, queer coded characters, but who are actually queer. He wants that one day to write fully either queer characters in his shows, and he wants that representation.
That's understandable. Representation is important. For
Yeah.
sure.
So I literally only watched like one season of Hannibal.
I think it was around the time where we were getting rid of cable in my house anyway. So I was only able to watch like the first season.
Oh my god.
And then anything after that I consumed through specifically just GIFs on Tumblr, and I'd be like, I think I know what's happening vaguely.
Vaguely.
And that's usually what happens, honestly. I feel like it was canon, right? That Hannibal and Will were gonna be together or something like that. That's what he said
Honestly,
at some point.
I remember like everybody going hard for like they want that to be the end game. And then obviously there's other people who are like, this is weird. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. I mean, I know it didn't really happen because of like cancellations and stuff like that.
Oh, the good old no more.
Yeah.
F.
So they couldn't continue that, but I know like that had a really big impact on everybody. That like ship.
Oh yeah, the fan arts, the fan fiction, rabid fans.
Oh yeah, I
Jeez.
remember that.
I've seen so much Hannibal art on my Tumblr feed. And I don't even follow anything related to Hannibal. I'm like, Jesus.
I don't either.
You guys are madly in love with this show. It's
But I mean,
amazing.
good for you.
Good for you,
Still
dude.
be active in that shit. There is another show that Brian Fuller created, and that is Pushing Daisies. I have seen Pushing Daisies multiple times throughout the years. And the character Ned, I relate to particularly. So Pushing Daisies is about a pie maker who has the ability to bring the dead back to life for 1 minute with one touch. If he goes past 1 minute, something of equal value has to die in its place. But if he touches that dead person again, they're dead again. Completely, forever. There's no bringing them back, even if he touches them again. So he befriends this detective, Emerson Codd, and they solve crimes together. It's a very cheery, honestly, looking show. Brian Fuller has like this aesthetic that I love that he puts in Pushing Daisies and in Dead Like Me. It's very like distinctive. But one day he finds out that it was a body recovered from that was floating in the ocean. So he knows who it is, and it turns out it is his childhood friend, Charlotte, or Chuck, as he nicknamed her. He goes to find out what happened and how she died by touching her. And he only goes because at first, it's like, oh, money, because they get a reward for every time they solve these type of crimes. Which is what he tells Emerson, but he really just wanted to see her one last time. But after he finds out, like, he gets the information and everything, he can't bring himself to touch her again. Because he doesn't want her to die again, basically, like, forever. So this whole entire thing ensues where he does explain to her that, like, that, she gets so upset because, like, she can't hug him, and she's like, oh, what if you need a hug? Like, everyone needs a good hug once in a while, and he's like, can't do that.
Oh, God.
And it's so cute. It's so endearing. And I relate to this because of the fact where it's like, I grew up, where it's like, you can't kiss another girl.
Lame.
You can't, like, hug another girl, like, too long, you know, or else you're gonna get, like, suspicious. And I felt that longing that Ned felt, you know, to get closer to Chuck, but he couldn't because of what was happening with him. He couldn't do that, and there was like this whole entire thing where they have to have like plastic wrap over their faces so they can like kiss. Aww. Or he had like this contraption that he made so he can pet his dog because his dog died when he was a kid. And he was able to bring him back, but he found out after the whole entire thing that he wasn't able to touch him again, so he created this little hand contraption. So they
make me real sad, dude.
Yeah,
This is breaking my heart just listening
they find ways around everything so he doesn't like touch her or anything. And it's just really sad when you think about it because it's like your own personal thing where it's like, why do I feel this way about this like specific gender? And like, why can't I do this? Like, it's just this longing that you have. And in the end, like, you do find that acceptance in yourself and you figure out like, oh, this is why I feel that way. And like, this is why I want to do this, you know? That's what I like about it. It sounds sad, but honestly, this show is like super cute, very it's bubblegum super sweet cute.
Oh God. The synopsis makes it sound a lot more sad than I think it probably
It does,
is.
and that's why I like it. That's why it's part of the horror genre because of what it is. It's basically a guy bringing the dead back to life.
God. So sad.
And then there is also Dead Like Me. Dead Like Me is also another show that I watched constantly when I was a kid. And still do. And I related to Georgia Lass a lot. I related to Ellen Muth's character way too much. Basically, she's 18 when she dies. And she becomes a Grim Reaper. And she has to like fill her quota to go to the other side. And at first she doesn't know how to deal with it. She goes through like all the stages of denial and everything. And it's sad. I relate to this because the last thing her mom said to her wasn't very pleasant, wasn't very great. I can't remember at the top of my head. But I relate to it a lot because it's just the fact that after I came out to my mom, she ended up like not talking to me for 2 years. And even if we did talk, it wouldn't be as how it used to and how it is now. My relationship with my mom has gotten way better throughout the years. But initially, after those 2 years, I felt that because it's like George wanted that reconnection with her mom, but she couldn't get it because she died. And she gets a new like living face. She doesn't look like herself like she did when she was alive. So she is able to interact with her mom and her family even through all that. And it sucked because like I related to that longing where it's like I want that relationship with my mom. Like I want to fix things. I think it really helped that she was like closer to my age. And initially I came out as bi at first. Because I was still like a possibility of me still liking men. She didn't talk to me for like 2 whole years, and it hurt. I spent so much time with either my friends at school, and I didn't want to go home, or I like spent most of my time with my uncle. It wasn't until like when I turned probably when I did turn 18. Like 2 years later, she started talking to me and wanting to like understand more, and I let her in. And throughout the years, I didn't really come out to her again. I just didn't really tell her I was a lesbian. It was just like, oh hey, here's my girlfriend, or I'm like talking to this girl, and I've had my few share of like boyfriends, but that would never really work out. But honestly, like I'm really glad that my mom is more accepting now. The thing that still irks me though is that her and some of her family still say, I know you guys are going to be listening to the podcast. Thank you, but I am going to say this. It irks me that they say like, oh, when's your when I was with my ex, they would always say like, oh, when's your friend going to work? Or like, or is your friend gonna come over? And I was like, oh, my girlfriend? Like, oh, my girlfriend has work at this time, or like, oh yeah, my girlfriend couldn't make it because she had work, or yeah, my girlfriend is gonna come over. That was like, it still irks me to this day because it's like, okay, why could you say like to my cousins like, oh, bring your girlfriend over, but like you can't do that with me?
Ugh, God, it's not even like it. Well, it is, but it's not only the internalized homophobia; it's mildly misogynistic. I feel like.
Probably yeah, but like my cousins have always been supportive and shit, and a lot of my cousins are
awesome.
Also part of the community, so that helped like a lot. Growing up to having that support of my cousins.
And I did my own research, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm pansexual. And I just told my mom very casually that, oh yeah, I'm pansexual. Well, the thing for me is that one of our family friends, I no longer talk, and it's sad because he was really sweet to us. He was really nice to me. He was like an uncle, a really fun uncle to be around. But he posted a homophobic meme on Facebook. I came out, I think, probably 3 years ago to the day, as we speak. I came out on Facebook out of spite. Because I was like, no, I'm not going to have this. If you're going to post homophobic shit, I'm going to be like, okay, this is who I am. If you don't like it, then block me. And I was really scared of my friends' reactions. And I knew that most of them were fine, but still, you're scared. You're coming out. But, like, one of my friends, her name is Emma, and I don't know, fan of horror or anything like this. Hi, Emma, I love you. She just said, I'm proud of you. And, like, that was the first comment I got, and I remember I broke down crying. And I think I told you, Kimberly, when I came out on Facebook, I was like, one of my family friends said something homophobic. I just came out of spite on Facebook, and I sent you a screenshot of Emma saying, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, you did.
And I was like, I'm crying right now. I can't take this. And that is also the only time, and it's going to be a little bit serious, but that's the only time my brother was ever, like, a brother, because he was also proud of me. And that's it. Like, I
mean, I think that just couples with the fact that, like, your brother is also gay.
Yeah. But, yeah, I literally came out of spite. I just wanted to... That's a big old fuck you to a homophobe. Like, it was just one person that pushed my buttons, and I was gonna say something to them on that post, but I was like, no, I'm gonna go do my own thing, and I'm gonna come out on Facebook. If he doesn't like it, then he can go fuck himself.
Oh man, I always call people out on Facebook, and they always their posts, and I'm just like, all right.
I did that one time with like a boomer kind of joke, and she deleted the post.
Oh, nice.
And it's a girl like Adriana's age. Is like one of her best friends.
Amazing.
I'm not gonna put out names with that one. But if you're listening, you know who you are, and you know what the post was about.
You know what you did.
You know what you fucking did. I said a big ass paragraph for that shit. Oh god. But yeah, we got really sidetracked.
Oh, we did, but it's like, okay.
It's fine.
Do you have anything?
For all intents and purposes, I'm technically still in the closet to my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody who has social media in my family knows, because I am out. I'm very out when it comes to like my posts. Like I post on Trans Visibility Day. I've even talked to my friends of like the possibility of me getting top surgery. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love that for you. I'm so proud of you.
It's just money.
I'll get that GoFundMe.
Start to go.
Even then, it's the problem.
I barely know.
I was talking to my partner about it. And he's like, but you're gonna have to pay like taxes on this shit. I'm like, fuck.
God damn it.
Tax evasion, please.
I don't need the IRS on my ass.
Start to GoFundMe. Begs my viewers on Twitch for a fucking donation for my friend Loki's top surgery.
Hey, raise money for it.
I will do it. Don't fucking test me. That's what I did, Kimberly, when we were here.
Yeah, that's how I got here.
Yeah, I remember.
I got you, bitch.
Crying.
But sometimes I sort of got this every once in a while. Like, I'll be talking to Chris, and Chris will just randomly tell me, I miss Kimmy. And I was like, I too do, bitch. I do too.
I'm taking care of her. It's okay.
It's okay. Okay, so we're going to talk about Kevin Williamson. He is the writer of Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Cursed, and Uncredited Again, and Halloween, H2O. So in Scream, we do have Stu and Billy.
Which screams, God, they're gay for each other.
Yes.
God, it's always a dude named Billy and everything.
Yeah.
It was last week with Sleepaway Camp. We talked about Billy and Stranger, and now we've got a big Scream.
Billy Loomis.
Bless.
And then there's the TV series.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but there was somebody that was gay in it, right?
Yes, that's another one that I wanted to bring up. So initially I didn't watch the Scream series for like a long time until Chelsea told me that it was super good and that I would really like it. I ended up watching both seasons with her. The first two seasons with the specific character, and that character is Audrey Jensen.
Right.
She is I believe she's bisexual.
It's been a while because I did watch the show when it came out and I fucking loved it.
I didn't watch the show when it came out. Also, I didn't have MTV at the time, so
I honestly don't even remember how I was watching it.
I keep forgetting the Scream series is on MTV for some reason.
Yeah, it's on Netflix if we ever want to watch it for a thing that we can watch when we cover the Scream series. Also, would you want to come on to that when we cover the Scream series?
Oh, like, yes.
So we will cover like the Scream movies and the Scream TV show. But yes, the character you're thinking about is Audrey Jensen. She bi or lesbian. I've only ever seen her with, or like mostly focused with another female character. So I don't think she's bi. I think they wrote her as lesbian, but I could be wrong.
It's also been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the whole entire thing. Scream, the 1996 movie. So Billy and Stu, I think I could tell that there was something between them, even at like the fountain scene, you know?
Yeah. It's something about the way they looked at each other.
Yeah.
If we ever meet Matthew Lillard, we gotta ask.
I think many people have asked him that question.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
But it's that scene in particular where I first like saw, I was like, there's something going on between them.
Gay shit. Give me gay vibes.
Yeah, it really was. And then the way at the ending when it's Stu, right? The one who's like hovering over Billy.
Yeah, he's like like his
Like,
chin's on his shoulder. Like he's like super pressed up against him.
Just kiss already, guys.
Like regardless of that scene in whole, it's just that one take that you can like look at. Like no, they're gay. They're
also,
gay.
what straight men say to each other? Let's kill our girlfriends.
Exactly.
I don't know. A lot of straight men seem to say that. I mean, what?
But to be with each other?
Yeah, to be with each other
Okay,
specifically,
and to be like the two survivors?
You got
like
me
come
there.
on, that
That in itself screams gay theatrics.
yeah.
There. You got me
It's
there.
a flair for the dramatics, of course.
Oh, of course.
And we do have I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I know a lot of gays go for that movie. I'm also one that goes for that because I fucking love Jennifer Love Hewitt, and God, she was just like one of my crushes growing up too, and I loved Ghost Whisperer, so I was like, ooh, she's in a horror movie and in like a ghost TV show. Hell yeah!
Oh yes! Oh my god! Yes. It took me a while for my brain to be like, you remember this name?
I know a lot of people were like really obsessed with Freddie Prinze Jr. in this movie too.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Also another very
Man.
cute man. And it's the fact that he's still with I'm forgetting the actress's name, but who
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yes, there you go. And they're still together to this day. 10 out of
Did they
10.
have kids together?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Kids.
they are so cute together. I love that.
I love them so much. They're so sweet.
Same here. Also, just Sarah Michelle Gellar in like Buffy. Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah.
That did shit to me growing up. I'm not a fan of like vampires, but
But I will make an exception. For
I will make an exception to watch Buffy the Vampires.
It's gonna be so Vampire Month because I'm gonna tease you.
So the thing is, like, I might not like vampires, but I'm more into vampires than I am werewolf. And the only werewolf like movie I like is Cursed with Christina Ricci, and I like Ginger Snaps.
You've never watched the American Werewolf in London?
I have. I've seen a bunch of like werewolf movies, but I just never got into them. Like I didn't like them.
I feel in general, I feel like as a culture, like there's a lot more vampire stuff than there is werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, especially you saw a real huge resurgence in vampires once Twilight was out.
Oh
God damn.
yeah.
It's like a Dracula and Tinkerbell had a child.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That's an old joke, but like I'm glad it's still pretty relevant.
There's a Twilight resurgence.
Yep.
Audience, you better not make us watch Twilight. I swear to God, I will.
We
lose my
can't
fucking
even.
mind.
We cannot watch Twilight anyway.
It's not horror.
It's not horror.
scary.
It's horror if
teen
you consider the
romance.
writing.
You know what? You're right.
Right. Sorry, Stephanie, but it's hot garbage. It's just
I'm not sorry. It's hot garbage.
What do you expect? She's a Mormon. This is all.
You know
This
what?
all has to do with her beliefs in the Mormonism.
God, you're right.
You know what? I
You're
shouldn't
right.
be sorry. It was successful for her. She has a shit ton of money. I'm not sorry.
Mhm.
Fuck it. I'm sorry, Stephanie. Your book, garbage. All of them,
Mhm.
garbage.
Okay.
You also made 50 Shades happen, which I will never forget.
I hate it.
If we really want to go back, that'll be the My Chemical Romance.
That would be 9/11, actually.
It would be
That's
9/11
true. It
and
would
then
be
My Chemical
9/11.
Romance.
What a domino effect.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
worst domino effect.
We're not gonna get into that because that's a whole other thing.
That's a whole other can of worms. That's for a different podcast.
But also, God, I really love My Chemical Romance.
You're so fucking emo, and I love it.
I'm so sad I can't go see them in concert.
God.
Okay.
Alright, I saw TikTok that somebody got lice at their concert.
Damn.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Yep.
Fucking sucks, dude.
All right. So I have some questions that I made for this survey. Do you guys want to answer these questions first, or should we read some of the responses that we got?
Let's
I will-
answer the question. I think
Yeah.
we should answer the question first and then get to the
Yeah. Definitely agree.
get us
Okay.
out of the way.
Okay. So the first question I asked was, what draws you into the horror genre as a queer person?
I just choked on my own spit.
What did you just say, Loki?
I said I just choked on my own spit.
Oh, you're fine.
No.
Okay.
Loki's drooling already. Let's hurry up.
This sounds good. So let's have Lexi answer this first.
As a horror genre queer person.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, it's taken me a really long time to actually horror because, and my mom gave an explanation, explained everything. When I was little, I did not like the sight of it. Would make me nauseous. I was legit thrown up at the sight of blood, and it was only, like, in a violent anime that I saw on TV. But as I got older, I got into middle school, and I experienced theater class. And it got me into, like, the prosthetics, special effects, and I think you'll find, like, a lot of kids are just gay in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or just part of the queer community, no matter what.
Yep.
And so, like, now I'm utterly fascinated by how people, like, effects, aesthetics, maybe digital work. I'm not so much into work as practical, because practical is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
But, like, I think just in general, as a queer person, I also like seeing station. We don't see a whole lot of. But when I do see it, I just fucking, I eat it. Awesome.
We don't see it, but we get queer coded though.
Yes.
So that's
yeah. But yeah, it's that and the practical effects. I love it. It's so fun. It's very fun.
What about you, Loki?
I guess I just always liked monsters, and I like sort of. I guess the monsters, the villain, the enemy, whatever it is in any horror movie, the slasher. I like to be scared. I want something to be scared of, and sometimes I do see myself in the monsters where it's like this one thing that is a force to be reckoned with, and sometimes like I want to be that person, you know, like I want to be a force to be reckoned with, or sometimes like no, I want to be the final girl. Like I want to be the person against all odds in my life. I somehow made it out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. That's a great
Okay, what draws horror? I mean, I've always been in the horror since I was like a little kid because my mom has always watched like horror movies around me. And my older cousin Adam has always been like my go-to person whenever I wanted to watch a scary movie. And I think what draws me to the horror genre in general, not just like movies, but like games and everything, is just the thrill and like suspense that I get with each story that I read or whichever movie I saw, and like whatever game I'm playing, like that always draws me in because I like the thrill. I like being scared, like genuinely out of my wits scared. I like that. But also I like seeing the final girl or final boy succeed. It like tells me like if they can survive all this, I can survive whatever is going on in my life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what like draws me into it. Also it's just really cool like makeup effects that I like seeing. I like seeing the special effects. I'm not super into gore, but if I think the most glorious thing I will ever make myself see is Hellraiser. That is it. But I cannot like go past that, and I won't watch any other Hellraiser. Okay, the next question that I wrote was: do you believe the horror media you have consumed, whether it be shows, movies, books, comics, anything, has shaped you as the person you are today as part of the LGBTQ community? If so, how has it impacted?
I always believe that like anything you sort of consume, from movies to books to shows, always just become a part of you. Like whether you do it actively or subconsciously. Like the fucking one line I heard a long time ago says, "You are what you love, not who loves you." And it's true. Like there's aspects that I probably take in from like all these movies I watched, which majority of the time it is sort of like the fashion sense and the aesthetics.
Yeah.
Because God fuck am I a slut for like 80s, 70s like clothing aesthetics. I had myself working on fucking making my own bell-bottom jeans like the other night. You know?
That's so cute.
That.
Yeah, like I like that kind of stuff, and like even seeing like these strong, powerful girls, even though I don't identify as a girl anymore, like sort of just push through it all. That's who I want to be. That's what I want to. That's the attitude I want. I'll survive this shit, no matter what the cost.
I do think it has like impacted me in general. With how I dress, like my aesthetics and everything, I do dress more like alternative. I do look for more. I do tend to look more on the spooky side for clothes or accessories. But it's not just how I dress; it also impacts on how I act and how I see myself. Because ever since really getting into the horror genre, I can see myself as like a stronger person than how I used to be growing up, and I feel like I can stand up for myself a lot more, just like how you see horror characters stand up to the villain in their particular movie or show. And also it has impacted me on like on what I actually look for in people and how I trust in people, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because growing up it was like a little hard to know who I can trust, especially on my dad's side of the family. But it's made me more cautious. It's made me a little more upfront with people sometimes. So I think that's how it has impacted me in my life. And now our third question is, do you see yourself in the characters, either the protagonist or antagonist, in the horror media that you watch? And do you feel represented in one way or another, whether the character is actually gay or coded, or you can just relate to them in general?
Good question. I mean, I guess it sort of goes back to like the first thing. Yeah, like I see myself sometimes as a monster, you know, like Frankenstein's monster, like something like an outsider. Like people are scared because I'm different, I act different. Like, you look like a girl, but you don't act like one. And it's just like, all right, cool, thanks. Like, I know what I am, but people, it's like some people are still give a side eye. Like, I wore a pin the other week when they had the LA County Fair that says use my pronouns or I'll haunt you, and it says he they, and like people would read it and they just kind of look at me up and down. And I'm also wearing a shirt that says protect trans kids, and they just look at me and they're like, all right, and then they just walk away. And I'm like, all right,
send me a
cool.
picture of that pin. I really want to see it.
Yeah, for sure. I bought it off of Etsy.
If you can, send me that link.
Yes, of course. Yeah, it's just seeing yourself sometimes as a monster where it's just like, you feel different, you feel like an outsider, and you're just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, you know?
There are sometimes where I do see myself as a protagonist, because like I do see myself as stronger from what I went through growing up, but I also see myself as the antagonist. Like I had watched Dracula's Daughter a couple years ago, and I saw myself in her because not only was she going after men, she was going after women, and she ends up going to a doctor, like psychiatrist or something, to figure out why she's feeling this way and how she can get rid of it. And I kind of felt that way growing up, because it's like, why do I feel this way towards girls, and why am I the way I am? So I was trying like deny it, that I was not into women. So I saw myself in that. I guess it could also not only be with like the, I guess, quote unquote final girl or final boy in series, but also like the side characters too. Sometimes you can relate to those characters in a lot of ways. Even though you be the comedic relief friend, because you're always like the butt of the joke, or you're just someone who's there for the laughs. And that's it's not really like good representation, but it's somewhat representation, because also you want to feel like you fit in. You want to feel like you are a part of the group no matter what. And then with the actual like queer characters that you do get representation in, there's hardly any good representation, especially for lesbians in general. There's hardly any, and the only one I can think about is Audrey from Scream and Robin from Stranger Things, which yesterday I saw on Twitter that everyone was arguing she's bi, because she said that she likes Steve in season 3, and I was so mad because if you see that scene, she means as a friend.
God forbid a guy and a girl just be friends.
Right? Honestly. And I got so heated, and Lexi was telling me, like, did you comment on that? And I was like, no. And she's like, good, because I know you would have gone off.
Yeah. God.
And I was like, yeah.
You.
Because I was like, again, like, there are hardly any good representations for, like, lesbians other than when it's, like, hypersexualized.
Yeah.
Or whenever, like, you have the other woman, they're cheating on their husband or something like that. And I hate that.
I hate that. Robin is a beautiful example. I love her. I would die.
So I love that so much. I do feel super represented in Robin because she's a huge dork. She gets flustered when she talks to girls, and I feel that, like, she just rambles so much, and it's so cute. You hardly ever see that happen. And granted, there could be other ones. Those are the only ones that I initially know off the bat, and It irks me when people are like, no, she's bisexual. And I'm like, I have nothing against people who are bisexual or pansexual. I really don't. But there's hardly any good representation for lesbians. And it's like, why are you trying to take that away? Even if Robin was bi, I wouldn't care because it's like good representation.
Yeah.
Okay, our next question is, do you find comfort in the horror genre? If so, why or how do you find it comforting?
You have an answer, Loki? Oh, I know. Oops,
Are you done?
I am done. I'm so sorry.
I didn't mean for that to come out so mean. I'm so sorry.
Damn.
Yes, I'm done. Okay. I guess I'll just shut up for the podcast. This is now Kimberly and Loki's podcast.
Can I get an F in chats, please? Can I get an F?
No, but seriously, like, are you done? Do you want to continue? Yeah. You can continue if you have more to say. Though.
No, I don't. I'm good. I'm fine. Are you done? Jeez. Yes, Kimberly, I'm fucking done. Jeez.
Oh my god.
Do you have an answer, Loki?
Your turn, Loki.
I don't know if I would turn to to horror for comfort. Maybe like movies that I've obviously watched multiple times, like Scream and Halloween and The Lost Boys. Video games, not necessarily. I don't think I have any horror games that I'll play for comfort. If I want to play a horror game, I'll get scared. Like, to this day, playing Dead by Daylight, I will still sometimes scream because I don't know, it's that the killer is just looking right at me.
I don't doubt that.
I wonder if there were some psychopaths that played PT for comfort.
I don't know.
Whoever still has their hands on that.
I know.
Right?
Speaking of Dead by Daylight, I saw that there was going to be a dating sim.
Oh, yes, which, by the way, yes, I am buying it as soon as it comes out.
Oh, please do. I need to watch you play that.
Oh, I will stream it, yes.
Oh, hell yeah, I need to watch you play that.
No fucking questions asked.
I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't even fucking play DBD, but I wanna play that.
I hope people really just treat it like Dream Daddy. I really hope.
I am just a slut for dating sims, so...
Honestly, same. Like, I want to play that. I'll play that for myself, though.
The only two dating sims, and I don't think one of them really counts as a dating sim, it just has porn in it, but I like Dream Daddy and Dramatical Murder was really good.
Oh my god, what a throwback.
I mean, Monster Prom also counts as a dating sim.
Yeah, I've never played Monster Prom.
Oh, you never? Oh, I forgot. I still can't believe my first fucking playthrough of Monster Prom got me to the one where you're fucking Damien.
It is her favorite music artist as like a friendship thing.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Nate Wants to Battle. His fucking shit got hacked today on
YouTube.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P. Yeah. Loki's also a fan of.
Hey!
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God,
I still can't believe it. I remember when I first told Lexi about it. She lost her shit.
I was like, wait, what? What do you mean he's a monster?
Yeah.
Of course he's Damien. What
I
would
was
he
like,
be?
fuck. I wasn't even trying to get that ending, but I got that ending. And I was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, I literally don't know any of the endings of Monster Mom. Like, I've had it on the background before, because I get distracted. Like, I genuinely did not know that was an ending.
I mean,
I was like,
we can
what?
technically... I think we can play it on here, because I have my Steam on here, and I have it on. I bought it, so...
I guess it does count as kind of a horror game, because it is a monster
It does.
game,
It is
so.
a horror game, user fucker. Shamelessly. I'm a monster fucker. That counts as a horror.
I'm just gonna go for Damien's route. Here we fucking go.
Go for it, because I did too.
Shout out to Nate Wants to Battle. You did a fucking great job, man. Oh, fuck.
I kind of want to see if I can get that ending
I
first
really
try.
hope you never this.
Please don't.
Don't listen to this. If you are Nate Wants to Battle, click away. You're not allowed to listen to this podcast. Fuck off.
It's too late.
Put up a sign. No Nate Wants to Battle allowed.
On the description, really big. It's too late. Either way, by a fucking chance, if he does this to me, I really love your music, dude. I've been following you for like the last fucking 10 years since you started your shit.
And I've been listening to you for 6, and I didn't know until I was 2 years into it.
Also, it's like 1 a.m. for us. Happy 10 years, dude.
Yeah, happy 10-year anniversary. Sure wants to battle.
I'm probably editing this out.
Insert fireworks noise. Fireworks
Here
noise.
comes Phantom.
Fireworks.
Pickle the boy.
Oh, hi, Phantom.
Hi, baby.
Oh, he's letting you pet him. Oh, he's letting us pet him now.
Baby. Yes, I named Phantom after Phantom. Hi, baby.
I'm like sort of sorry for that.
Are you?
Not really.
Wait, sorry for what?
Your obsession with him. I am sorry.
No, you're not. You are not.
You
It was
know what?
gonna
Yeah,
happen.
you're right.
It was gonna happen anyway.
You know
Bless
what?
you,
You're
Phantom.
right. Oh, he sneezed.
Don't sneeze. The
Kitty.
little baby.
The kitty sneezed. Okay, so I have like one more question, but that can be saved towards like the end of everything right here. But also, you can continue with your explanation if you need to continue. Sorry for sidetracking a lot.
Sorry, Loki.
I think that's it. Like I said, I don't find comfort in a lot of things. Like the only movie, like that's even not horror, which I don't know if you'll consider horror. It's not even a movie. I'll fucking watch Phantom of the Opera when I'm feeling so sad. And I'm not talking about.
It is considered horror.
And I'm not talking about Gerard Butler. All right. I have my gripes with that movie.
I don't blame you.
But like I think Netflix had it for a while, which they don't have it anymore. And I think they made it available on YouTube for a while, which is like I think their anniversary of the musical, and that's the one I love watching when I'm feeling sad.
That's a mood.
Big mood.
But I do think that the Phantom of the Opera is considered horror because horror has like a broad spectrum.
It's very broad.
Yeah. Okay. So I find extreme comfort in the horror genre. Specifically in games a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I know like Until Dawn gets shit towards it sometimes, but I love that game.
That game,
I thought it was very good.
I also thought it was very good.
Yeah, I thought it was so good because like I love like the slasher genre, and I love that it was kind of like even though it had like that supernatural element in it.
Yeah. I feel so bad for
Oh, same here.
my man needs proper therapy.
Mhm.
Fuck that doctor.
Yep. I find comfort in that because it's like I can technically like make my own outcome and I can do what I want with the game. And it's always fun just seeing where can I go with this? What can I do with the characters? And another game or actually like game franchise that I really love and have like a huge passion for is Resident Evil. My first Resident Evil game was the 2002 remake of the first Resident Evil game.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time that I saw Adam play, and I loved it from like the creepy mansion vibes, from the cheesy dialogue, from the zombies to the tyrants. I thought it was so fascinating, so good. And I love that, like, well, now that when you like have headphones in, you can hear like the zombies in your ears. I love that so much because it's so creepy. But with like the dark vibes of the mansion, it feels comforting. Like it's weird to say, but it feels like home. What I also find comforting is that like when I first played Resident Evil, the first game I ever played was the PlayStation 2 edition of Resident Evil 2. That was my actual like first introduction to Resident Evil. And that was where I found my love for Leon.
I love my
and and I remember being so hyped for the 2019 remake of Resident Evil 2. I loved the designs. I loved how it looked more darker than it did back then. It gave me the same feeling I had when I first played it, which was like a sense of it gave me a sense of comfort in just replaying something that I had played in my childhood and something that I bonded over with my cousin Adam. Shout out to Adam because he's been the one that's like I talk to constantly about horror and specifically like Resident Evil. I sent him everything with like Resident Evil 4 getting remade. I love it. We bond over this stupid franchise. It's as old as I am. It's as old as us, Loki. So it's just it's something it's something that has like held so close and dear to my heart. Because I have that like close connection with my cousin because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And with horror movies in general, me and my mom both love the Halloween franchise. And that's something that we bond over. And we see last October, we want to go see Halloween Kills. And I honestly wanted to go see it again. It wasn't because she was talking most of the time. Yeah. But it was okay. Like, it wasn't like super annoying or anything. I still enjoyed the movie because it was just like a bonding experience that I had with my mom and my sister and my little brother Mason. So I find comfort in the horror genre because it bonds me with my family, and we always have something to talk about. And every time I would walk in like my mom's room, I would just hear a line or hear like the music cue or something, and I would automatically know what movie she was watching. But yeah, finding comfort in horror is me finding bonding moments with family or my friends, because we can talk for hours on end about horror. My sister, she loves the horror genre now. She really likes it, and it's something that we both talk about. We have like discussions on like whether we like this character, whether we like that character, or she criticizes it a lot, whether it's like a bad movie to her or a good movie to me. And I like that because it's like different opinions. That's just something that I find that the horror genre can do, not just with like family or friends, but like as a community as a whole. You can find comfort in that community. Like you can find friends.
Getting scared together is very much a fun thing.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, like horror can bring everyone together, and I love that.
Pretty great.
And it's true. You see that like at parks when they like Knott's and Universal like do their horror stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because this past year, I went with my D&D group.
That was fun.
I think I've officially known them now for like a year or two now.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't all of us because I do have one friend who's in a D&D group but lives in another state. So if he wasn't there, and I think another one wasn't there because he was somewhere with his wife. But so it was the rest of us, which is still a good chunk. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. Yeah, and there's me and my friend Bjorn, which we're the most scared overall. Like if you were to look at the group, like we were the two most scared. That he would grab onto me, and Bjorn is a strong guy. Bjorn works out, where he would squeeze me, and I would like he would feel the grip strength, and I'm like, God damn, this man's gonna break my arm.
God, mood.
I feel that because like I also went to my last Halloween Horror Nights which honestly, I hope it's not my last. I hope I can like go back to LA and make like an event with you guys and go. But I went with my uncle and aunt, and I had previously went with them for the last couple of years. So when they found out that I was moving, in a couple months, they wanted to go again for the last time, and we went. And it really does bring us together because my aunt was scared shitless. She did not want to go into the Exorcist maze, and I held her the whole entire time. I was like, "You're going in there with us."
Drag her kicking and screaming.
Yeah, she was.
Oh my god,
she was.
I love that.
And I love her so much. But she had a blast. She had fun. And the thing was, when we went into the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one, that one was a 2-hour long wait. It was completely worth it. Yeah. Yep. I told him, I was like, we need to go early. We need to go fucking early. When we went on that one, my uncle is the type to like run.
Oh my god. Straight up.
Yeah, straight up run. So it was just me and my aunt. We were behind him, but she was holding on to him, and I was holding onto her arm because also like I have a disability. I'm partially blind, in one eye, so I had to hold on to her for like safety reasons, and it didn't. It sucked because when we were like in a part where Leatherface pops out, my uncle fucking bolted. Like he left us behind,
right?
And he thought that we were behind him. We were not. And my aunt wanted to like leave through one of the exits that they have, and I was like, "Nope, we're not leaving. You're going through this with me, because I cannot see for shit." And we caught up with my uncle, and he's like, "I thought you guys were right behind me."
Oh my god,
that's so fucking funny.
Yeah. That's also another thing. This is not Horror Nights, but they had the Walking. It was when they had like the Walking Dead.
Yeah, because that was like 20. That was like a 24/7 thing, no?
Yeah,
like, throughout the whole year.
Yeah, where they had it throughout the whole entire year. It wasn't just like specifically for Horror Nights. So we went to Universal for like my birthday. They got tickets and surprised me for that. And I went with my aunt, I went with my uncle, and I went with my sister. And I really wanted to go into the Walking Dead maze because I wanted to get scared. I didn't care that it was like during the beginning of the year, you know? And we went in. I went in there. They let us go into the like express lane because they saw it was my birthday because my aunt got me a little tiara that said happy birthday. So we went in immediately. My uncle, he's in front. My sister has her arm around him, and she's also like holding my hand. So we're going in there. He just fucking bolts. He runs. I don't get to see anything. I didn't even get to experience any scares or nothing. He just ran through the maze.
Speed run.
He just bolted through the maze.
Here he fucking goes.
And I was like, okay. So I went in a second time with my sister. And my sister did the same shit.
God damn it.
She ran through the maze. And I didn't get to see anything either. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going in alone. And the person that was right there, they were like, this is your third time going in. And I was like, yeah, the first 2 times I didn't really get to see anything. So I just want to go by myself. And they're like, you know what? That's fair. You want to go through Express? And I was like, yeah, please. So I went. So I saw everything. I got scared. I got what I wanted. But also when I walked out. I didn't know that the character actor for Dracula was like standing behind me. And I honestly wanted to eat. I was like, I'm hungry.
I'm fucking hungry right now.
I ran through the fucking maze 3 times. I want food. And this dude just fucking like put his hands on my shoulders and scared the fuck out of me.
F.
And honestly, I'm not even mad. I thought it was the funniest shit ever. My aunt thought I was embarrassed, but I was just like, honestly, it's pretty cool. I love that shit.
That's funny, dude.
Dude, there are so many like stories I could tell about with my family and shit for horror related stuff. Like honestly, recently my little brother he turned 11 and he had a horror themed birthday party, and he wanted the theme to be trick or treat for because he really likes Sam. And honestly, me too. The kid has good taste. I am biased. But he got it with all like the horror movie icons instead, because he couldn't just find stuff for Sam. But I sent him like a movie poster for Trick or Treat, and it looks like one of those like 80s like hand painted posters. So he really enjoyed that when he got that in the mail.
Oh, cute.
It's very cute.
We ended up just talking about horror and not really topic about this, but it's okay. We are gonna go back to the questions, and we are going to read some of people's responses. Okay, so here's the first question again. What draws you to the horror genre as a queer person? Also, if we read one of these, and if you guys want to talk more in depth about their answers, we can do that. Okay. I'm gonna go with this one row. I love the fantasy and creativity of horror. It's imagination. It's imaginative, but takes our darkest fears and puts it into something tangible. Which that is very true.
It's very true.
Yeah, I mean, the same could be said for George R. R. Martin's, I forgot which, The Night of the Living Dead. One of them, the one when they're in the mall, I know he made that one to be a commentary on consumerism. And especially also John Carpenter's They Live, which is one of my favorite fucking movies, where you put on the glasses and you see consume, really like reciprocate, whatever, consume, greed, stuff like that. Like, yeah, it is a commentary of how, unfortunately, these days people are very materialistic. They just want everything. Give me money, give me everything, you know?
Yeah.
It's so interesting to see horror being used as a medium like that for that kind of symbolism of overgreed, whether it be here in America, which is usually where this horror movie takes place, or commentary on like on the time of whenever that film was made, you know?
Yeah,
and you can also say the same thing for Candyman.
Candyman is a great movie.
It is a very great movie. I had my family say that they didn't like the the current Candyman, the new one.
Oh, the remake?
Yeah, the remake. Yeah, sort of the remake.
Sort of the remake.
It's more like a
modern.
More like a sequel, because the main character is actually the baby from the first one.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
So it can be taken as like the poverty in that section of Chicago, and that place it's non-existent anymore. Yeah. So that place isn't there anymore, but it can say volumes for like racism and just poverty in general with how it is. Okay. I do like this one where someone wrote, I think that it's cathartic. You can experience the horrors from the safety of your own blanket and warm beverage of choice.
Okay, that one's definitely Ty.
Yeah.
Ty is definitely talking about tea. Hi, Ty. I love you.
I do relate to that, though, because I think it was a couple nights after I got here, I decided to watch the Scream franchise and rewatch it again. And the thing is, here I sleep in the living room. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch Scream. I am gonna have like a blanket. I'm gonna get a drink, and I'm just gonna have like a cute little like movie night for myself.
It's no longer cozy.
It is no longer cozy when I think Ghostface is outside of my fucking window looking at me.
I think about that every single time, honestly.
Dude, no, but like it in my old house back in LA, I didn't have this issue because I lived on the second floor. I lived on the top floor. So I was like, there's no way anybody can like get up here. It's fine. That's why I was fine like rewatching all these movies. But like here, when I was alone watching Scream, and the scene where Sydney looks out of her house when Ghostface first calls her, I had to pause because I heard something out in the yard, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this today. Whoever is out there, you are not gonna fucking get in this house.
It's probably a deer, but
It's true. I know it's probably like an animal or something. But like when you're in that little space and you're watching this movie, you don't really feel like that. You do feel like something is out there to get you. Even though like like this fucking movie took place like what 26 years ago. That it's not something like I know for sure like Ghost is not going to be out there, but it's just like the little imagination that you have in your head where it's like it's a possibility that he could be out there or she could be out there. So this answer says gay relationships rarely work in horror. At least one in the relationship gets killed off, which is also the bury gays trope in any genre. Any genre.
Yeah.
There is the barrier gate. Consciously, I don't know if that's affected me, but I never trust a happy queer relationship in media. So who knows how that affects me, how that affects my subconscious.
Give us our happy ending, goddammit.
Please.
We
beg. Okay, the next question is, do you see yourself in characters, protagonists or antagonists in the horror media that you watch? And do you feel represented in one way or another? Oh my god, I've been told this too. So this answer says, I feel represented. Maybe because I was told being gay is the devil's work. So I went head into that and embraced it as part of my identity. Religious trauma. Ooh.
Yeah, I felt that.
It's a huge thing, man.
Felt that.
I feel that.
Oh, I like this one.
Okay.
I increasingly see myself in the characters as a cis bi woman who wants to be a badass but still compassionate, finding more women in power. They actually have personality sometimes now. I like that one.
I mean, that's pretty true, though.
Yeah. This is... no, never mind. Jay is trans. Whoops! Sorry, Jay, I love you. What other one?
Okay, we can do this one. This answer says, I do. In the horror media I watch, I often see characters with queer attitudes or unusual backstories that cover the problems they went through in life and how it affects them. And I can relate to them because it reflects a real-life quality that is compatible with the horror genre itself, which is actually a universal message of surprise, you didn't see this. Or that detail coming, and it tends to be more something that keeps you on the edge of your seat in a way that makes you say what's going to happen next.
The next question is, do you find comfort in the horror genre? If so, why or how do you find it comforting? I feel like this is you.
What? Oh, this answer is games like Resident Evil are definitely a big comfort, mainly because I like playing them as a kid. Why do I feel like it's kind of Adam?
I was gonna say, did Adam write that?
Did Adam ghostwrite this? Hello?
Adam, if you listen to this, please tell me, did you write this answer?
I'll read this one. Catharsis, baby. Sometimes it's just nice to have the hell scared out of you.
It's true. I mean, sometimes you
true.
just want to get scared. Sometimes you just like want to see gore, you know?
The adrenaline is very nice. Especially...
There's this answer with, yes, the horror genre can be both a reflection of the current state of the world and also a distraction that seems silly and fantastic.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
It's very true.
I mean, the horror can really relate to like real world situations. Like when the pandemic first started, everyone gravitated towards contagion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plague ache.
Yeah, everybody was releasing let's plague movies. Yeah, because at the end of the day, horror is a medium that people use to reflect on the world situation, whether it be like political or just overall the health of the world, you know?
Yeah. I noticed myself that I would watch a lot of like zombie movies. And particularly, yes, I did watch Train to Busan, but that was like before the pandemic started.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like my go-to was Diary of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why that was my go-to was because it was the closest to what we had to someone filming during a zombie outbreak. And it felt like it still feels like a little more modern. I know it's like found footage and everything, but like it's exactly what you would go through.
Yeah.
If you were like filming it on your own.
Yeah.
And I love that because honestly we do find comfort in these situations because it's like they're going through the same thing as us. And like if they can get through it, we can get through it, you know?
Yeah.
There's this answer where like the horror genre in general has always been one of the suspense and filled with moments of stress-inducing thrill, but personally I find it captivating that we can introduce a variety of story elements to any idea and twist it into something that comes
Into something that
makes us
the consumers feel all types of ways.
It's a really good answer.
Yeah. Jay, Ty, if you're listening to this, I fucking love you guys. And whoever else in Dead Meat, fucking Meat Gang chat. That's what.
We are at the last question that we did not answer.
Oh.
So this last question is: are there any LGBTQ creators in the horror genre that you are a fan of and can name any of their works and what they've done that you enjoy? So if you want to give a shout out to any of the queer creators.
Shout out to the Halloweenies.
Myself, no, I'm kidding.
No. Shout out to Loki. They're awesome. Love you.
Fucking love your streams,
I'm I play Apex half the time. The horror is the fact that I don't win.
Oh.
God, that's a big mood.
Let's play Minecraft together sometime. That
Oh
new
my
update just came
God.
out. That's a horror movie sometimes in of itself.
Ooh.
Ugh,
Or
the
horror
cave
game,
noises scare the shit
Oh,
out
yeah.
of me.
Dude, right? The cave noises have no fucking reason to be that fucking scary. God. I hate it.
Do you have any that you want to mention?
God, I mean, the most recent things I've been listening to are like D&D podcasts. I know, right? But like, I mean,
Shout out to
even
the
on
Knights of
YouTube.
Evening Star.
Oh my god, I can't. They're a DVD streamer, and I think they're also part of the Fog Whispers, which is like sort of a thing that Dead by Daylight has, where they're basically partnered with that person, and they basically represent their games, and it's a drag queen.
Cool.
And fucking love whenever they play, always in drag of a character, drag Trashly.
Yeah. Yes. So
Yes.
we have an answer that says that someone said that there's a group of drag queens called the Scream Queens on Twitch, and they stream horror games, and one of them is Drag Trashly.
Yes. Ugh.
And dear.
Yeah.
Love her.
Again, I just want to shout out to Halloweenies guys. They are amazing to listen to. They have a great podcast. Currently, right now, they are. I'm getting up to speed. Right now, I'm just listening to their Scream franchise right now. But currently, they have their commentary on the Evil Dead series. So that's what they're doing right now. So that's what they're doing right now, and they just announced that they did a interview with Robert Englund about Stranger Things 4, about his role in it. I think you do have to subscribe to their Patreon.
Fuck.
Again, shameless plug for their Patreon right there. But like, go check them out. I'm not subscribed to their Patreon because I cannot afford it right now. But they do have clips on each of their Patreon things that they do. Mm-hmm. So if you want to listen to those little clips, you can. And they always do a tricks and treats during Halloween or October in general, where it's a little longer one, and they talk about what like their listeners ask questions for. And I think that's really cool that they do that. They have like very good interactions with their listeners. And another one that I recently just started listening to them, and it is the Horror Queers. They give very, very good insight into not just like queer coded movies, but actual like queer characters in horror movies. And they go into depth and everything into these topics, depending on what movie they're watching, and it's very, very entertaining. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to Joe and Trace from Horror Queers. Again, someone put Don Mancini and Clive Barker.
Someone shouted you out on Tumblr. Definitely Spooky Scary Lesbian on Tumblr, my all-time favorite writer. Shower scene got me so hooked, but in the ending so far, I actually had to lie down and contemplate my life. She's blushing over here.
I'm not gonna lie, I cried when I at first because I was not expecting. But also, shameless plug for me. I shamelessly write fan fiction online.
And I edit them.
She does. So I shamelessly write fan fiction online, and currently I started writing fan fiction based off of horror movies, and not just horror movies. They're also based on songs. So like the shower scene is based off of the song, the shower scene from Ice Nine Kills. Which in turn is based off of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. And currently I have like 4 other things that I'm working on, which is a story based off of their song Welcome to Horrorwood, their song about Child's Play and like Chucky, which is batteries. And I also have one that is going to be near and dear to my heart because it's about Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah. Fucking love that song.
So that I'm doing a lot of these. And I also just don't write that like horror movie type of thing. I also have like a Scream series that I'm doing.
Do fluffy stuff like that.
I also do a lot of fluff. But I want to branch out into other things that I really like, which is what I'm doing with the horror content that I'm writing. I'm not that great.
Shush.
From what I believe in myself. I don't think I'm that great. I know I know you are. I don't consider myself that great, but like when people read my stuff and they have those type of comments like that, it makes me read.
Don't test me, I'll do it.
People in general lately have been liking a lot of my stuff. Like a lot of my stuff. And I thank them a lot. But I guess I do consider myself a queer horror content creator because not only do I write fan fiction for stuff like this, I also like play horror games on Twitch and this podcast. And honestly, I can go on and on and on about horror movies, and I think that's also why we created this podcast, so we can never shut up. So you have to listen to us talk and talk and talk about these movies.
You're stuck with us now.
Don't get annoyed by us, please.
Please don't leave.
I want to thank everyone who took their time to answer these little questions for us for today. I was so happy to get like responses in general. I did not think
we got a lot of responses.
Oh yeah, like in total we got like for almost each question it's like 11 to 10.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good. Like
very good start.
I'm really glad that they wanted to take a part in this.
Yeah.
Also, like again, shout out to my cousin Lalo for setting this up for me like really quick.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
I also want to thank you, Loki, for taking your time and wanting to do this with us.
Hell yeah!
You can't see me, but I'm voguing right now.
You're the fucking G, dude.
Like I'm so glad you wanted to do this with us.
It's very fun.
All right.
Well, little spooks, that's gonna be it for us today.
Join us next Saturday when we what are we doing next Saturday? Oh, we are watching
about Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island.
Yes.
I'm fucking excited about that.
Nostalgia. Also, like, the fucking song that comes on, it's Terror Time. Fucking my jam since I was a kid.
Hey, Nate wants to battle has a... Oh, shit, no, but the channel's down right
Hello. You can also hear him on Apple Music and on Spotify. If you do
That is
hear
still
him,
doing good. Yeah.
that's still doing good. If you do want to hear it, every listen to his songs go out to charities.
Yes, he's got a shit ton of covers, anime opening, classic emo songs
Oh,
that I
really?
know, and a lot of good original music.
We are really just giving the man a huge plug, aren't we?
Yeah, that's because his
We stand one man in this household.
This man got hacked today. I feel sorry for him.
We are. It's his 10th anniversary on his channel.
Happy 10th anniversary, Nate!
He deserves it.
Don't forget to rate us on Spotify. Please give us 5 stars. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if you want to follow the Guarded Demons on Twitter on Twitter at Guarded Demons, and we're on YouTube at Guarded by Demons, and Instagram at Guarded by Demons. We also have an email, guardeddemonpod@gmail.com. If you ask us stuff,
Yeah, also,
be nice.
again, reiterate, please rate us on Spotify because it helps out a lot.
It does. And again, if you write us through email, be nice.
Please be nice.
I'm a sensitive baby. I'm the one looking at emails.
Yes. So, Loki, do you have anything you want to plug?
Yes, it's time for my shameless plug. Welcome. Hi. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I do stream. Ice Queen Loki. On Twitch, I mostly stream Apex. Battle Royale. But I have started recently streaming, when I get the chance, the Evil Dead game. The new one that came out recently. Yeah. Follow if you want to hear me and my friends just ramble about random shit. So it's mostly always me and my friends.
It's a mood.
It is a mood. All right. Once again, I am Kimberly, and if you want to follow me on my personal accounts, I am the Lesbian Spook on Twitter and Spooky Scary Lesbian on Twitch, where I play some horror games, whenever I can. Recently, I have restarted my gameplay of Resident Evil 4. Also, if you're a nerd and you want to follow my Tumblr for the fan fiction that I write, which I doubt, it's also Spooky Scary Lesbian. So it's spooky_scary_lesbian.
Yeah, and I'm Lexi. If you want to follow me on Twitch at SemiPro, and I play a variety of games there. I haven't played on there in a while. What the fuck was the last game I played on there? I played Slime Rancher last time. And I play Slime Rancher, Minecraft, Far Cry 5, and that's it for me.
All right, everyone. Stay spooky.